Okay, we are live.
Yay!
Oh, look at who I have on my show today. I'm so excited. My guest today needs no introduction, borrowing that tagline from David Letterman, but I'm going to introduce him anyway because
Please do.
He is super amazing. I think he has more energy than like 5 of me put together. No, he has more energy than 5 of me and 10 Ellens put together. Like, that's how much energy this guy has. He has been faithfully going live like every single night for months. I'm only here for you guys once a week, but he's been there for you guys like every single night, which has been amazing. He has helped you through the trials and tribulations of all the forms and the PPPs and I don't even know the names of all the forms that he's helped you guys.
I'll just make up acronyms. That's all the government does, so it's okay.
The PPPs and the SEC and the FDA. So anyway, I was just, I wanted to really end the year on a positive note. And I couldn't think of anyone better than to have on my show. But Neil Abramson, thank you so much for being on my show. Neil Abramson. How come I just forgot your name? Is it Abramson or Neil Abramson?
You got it right. You got it right. I mean,
I'm sure it has nothing to do with the mimosas.
Hey! Cheers!
Cheers, everyone. Happy Christmas to everybody.
Yes.
To you. All right, so Neil and I really want to take this time to welcome everybody. Welcome to the end of the year. Like, we made it.
You made it. You made it. You have made it. Okay? Back in March when this all started, you didn't think you were going to make it to April. Okay? And here we are at the end of December. In April, you didn't think you were going to make it to May. Okay, here we are. We're at the end of December. You have done it. Ring the bell.
Oh,
you have done it, and you have thrived through it. You are not just surviving. Okay, you are not just surviving. You are going to thrive and grow your way out of this, like I have said since the beginning. When I started broadcasting 280 nights ago. 280 nights ago, we started giving the message of, like I have said, helping everybody through it as best as we could, all the way through this with the best information we had.
We did, and really, I mean, it's been a year. It's been a year, and we've all been pushed to the limits, and we've been tested, and we've, probably even a tougher year than any one of us had in our first year of business.
We've definitely, everybody has worked harder this year, and less now. Okay, they've earned less now, but this is for the free. You've built the foundations that will yield and nourish the tree that will fruit for years to come. I mean, this is the work you have done this year. Will bear fruit for years and years to come. It is so exciting how this is going to be, It
absolutely is, and I think that they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I know we're all like going, I can, what's that old joke? Like, I can bench press a Chevy truck right now.
Yeah,
you're so strong, but it's really, really true. And we've all pivoted in new ways, and we've looked at our businesses in new ways, and we've been forced to, kicking and screaming, adapt new things about our business. And it's going to really, truly, it's going to make a difference for you, like in the next year and in the year after that and the year after that. Like, pivoting is a good thing. It's a good thing.
You have pivoted so much your hips are wearing out this year. I don't know what Elvis would do if he were still here, but you have pivoted so much your hips are wearing out. But it's a good thing, okay? The best is yet to come. The best days aren't behind us. The best days are ahead of us. The best days are absolutely positively ahead of us. And we have done so much change, so much evolution to your store. I mean, most of the people tuning in today never had a website before this year. Never had, if they had a website, they didn't have items on their websites. Many of them never did a live video before. You know, they've never understood how much their customers love them, how much they're the safe place for their customers, the bedrock of their community. This industry, unlike any other, the resale industry is the bedrock of a community. It really is. You're taking in items. Your inventory is all sourced locally. You are feeding families locally. You are doing everything locally, and you did your reach through live videos, through your website, and it's going to only grow from there. You've gotten more efficient as you've done this too. You've learned to be more efficient, to do more with less, and you are going to be rock stars in the year ahead. I mean, you have had so many victories this year. I mean, it feels like you've just been pushed down after pushed down and knocked down and knocked down. But it's not about getting knocked out. It's about getting back up. And you have all done that. You have. It's amazing.
Every single one of you. Like, my heart goes out to every single one of you. I watch you on your live videos, and I just, I am rooting for you. I'm your biggest fan and your biggest cheerleader, because I know that this is really going to make you stronger. It's kind of like, that mental toughness and the grit and the grind, and like that is really what builds character, and that is what builds all of us to be stronger. Anyone can come in and be an entrepreneur when the going is good and when things are fine and everything is, magnificent. But when you go through a time like this and you're really forced to like change and you're forced to rethink, I mean, that is really where the true growth happens. The growth doesn't happen on the top of the mountain. The growth happens on the way up. And so I just, really and truly, and I also want to say as well, when we've kind of done our at the end of the year meetings with all of our clients, the most important thing is we focused on all the wins. Okay, I get it. Your business might be down $1 million, or your business might be down $500,000, or $1.5 million. But the reality is that if you take a step back and you look at all of the tiny things that have gone on in your business, and you've looked at everything through the whole year, you're going to see a lot of new things, and you're going to see a lot of good things, and you're going to see the trends are going up. And that is what really, truly, we need to take a step back and like celebrate and look at and emphasize like the good. Right, Neil?
Absolutely. It is the low-hanging fruit. It is so easy to say what's wrong, or what you didn't accomplish, or what you still have left to do. And there's plenty of road ahead, okay? There's plenty still to do. There's always more to do, okay? Always more to do. But you have accomplished so much. The level of accomplishment that you have all done is truly amazing. I mean, you would have never, well, quite honestly, Colleen, I don't know if you remember, because this year has been so long, okay? I don't think you remember, but I was your first guest of 2020. I was your kickoff guest of 2020. I was your kickoff guest of 2020. And here I am bookending it and being your last guest of 2020. So, oh
my God, that's what the kind of year has been. I didn't remember I was like, oh, I've got a special guest and he's never been on my show before.
Well, I was actually I was your kickoff guest last year at the beginning of 2020. So I was the first guest and I'm your last guest of the year. And, so when we talked back in January, we could have never predicted what we're dealing with, okay? And how people have advanced. I mean, there are people watching. I would have never in a million years said they'd have a website going, or that they'd be selling online or shipping packages across the country. Never in a million years. And it doesn't matter, whether you're down $10,000 or $100. It doesn't matter where you are. Okay, you as a person, you as a business have grown so much this year. And the numbers, and I'm the pink calculator numbers guy, but the numbers this is just where we're finishing this year. It is just, we've nurtured the tree. We're nurturing everything. It's keeping healthy. It's keeping everything taken care of. It's reminding you what's important in your team. Okay, who stepped up for you and who is important on your team. How you've been able to work and step up for your company and for yourself. I mean, there's been a lot of people with various health challenges this year. There's, a never-ending stream of those, but you've knocked them all out. You've knocked them. You're not. This isn't what's going to take you out. I mean, you've seen that slide that I show sometimes. Which of these is true that's happened to us, that has all these things that have happened to us in 23 years in business, from lawsuits to dumpster fires to copper being stolen out of the AC units, to an endless stream of things that have happened. But those don't define you. They are part of our story. And any one of them, people would be okay if I said, 35,000, 40,000 damage to our AC units, that put us out of business. You'd be okay with that. If I said, they lit our dumpster on fire, a disgruntled employee, or, we had the bomb squad, okay, at the store in full suit, okay, because of a thing. We literally had them there with the robot guards. You'd be okay if that's what put you out of business. And you'd be okay if you just said, I can't pandemic, I'm done, okay? But these are things that are become part of your story, not that define you. You can choose to let them be your story, or you can choose to make them just a footnote. And when you make them a footnote, you take control. You take control of that, and you drive the bus forward. And that is how we move forward and get beyond this.
And I just I love how you call it a footnote. I think I referred to it as a hiccup in the road. And that's kind of what I called it. So whether it's a footnote in a story or your hiccup in the road, the reality is that your goals and your dreams for your business are still just that. Like, this whole COVID thing truly, truly is. It's just, I promise you, someday we're all going to look back at this and go, oh my God, remember the great pandemic of 2020.
Right.
And we're going to flourish and prosper. We're all in it together. Every single one of us, we're all in it together. And I remember, I just want to go back and say, we have so many people who have joined us. And I just want to go back and say, Neil, I love what you said earlier. And you talked about how, remember when it was, March, and you didn't think you were going to make it to April, and then you made it to April, and then, oh my God, are we going to make it through the end of April? And then all of a sudden, it was May, and you made it. And I just want to say, huge, huge congratulations to every single one of you, because you made it to the end of the year. You crossed the finish line. It doesn't matter how, where your business is, in the perspective of things, you crossed the finish line. You personally, you got to the end of this year, and we're going to start the next year. And yes, it's a fresh new start, but I just want to say, I'm pretty sure that the fresh new start of 2021 is going to look very similar to the ending of 2020. But again, it's just, we're gonna get through 2021 just like we got through 2020, and just stay focused on the big goals. Again, Neil talked about pivoting, and he's like, you guys, you have all pivoted. We have all pivoted so much our hips hurt. And there's probably a new Elvis Presley dance move in there called the 2020 pivot. I think Neil's demonstrating it right now. but the idea is like, take that, take all that pivot, take the strength, take the wins, take what you've learned from 2020 and move that in with you to 2021 and stay focused on your goals. Your goals don't change. COVID is a hiccup. COVID is a footnote, as Neil said, but keep telling your story, keep writing your story, keep building your story. It's a beautiful story.
Your book is not over. Your book is not over. And there is so much more to your story still to write. And you're going to take these lessons forward. You're going to take the things you've learned this year, and now you're going to grow them as we grow our way out of this, okay? You're going to grow, okay, these multiple channels, okay? And yes, eventually you'll have more help that helps you with these channels. You'll have more stuff. You'll have people that can do it, but you've learned to get by with less, and that's important because your costs are only going to go up. But that's, the world doesn't change because we flip the page on a calendar, but it starts up here in the mind. I mean, my family laughs at me. I'm like, it all starts up here. Well, it does all start up here. It is all the mindset. It is all the mindset that you have. Okay. When you wake up and you say, I have the mindset that COVID isn't going to beat me. It's not going to beat my business. The virus is real. The effects of it are real. Okay, what it has done to the business landscape is real. But when you wake up and you say, I'm moving forward, I'm not letting this kick me. Okay, it may have knocked me down, but I bounced right back up. And, we're going to get through this. So it is good. And we talk about Elvis dance moves. Let's not forget that Elvis was huge inspiration for why polio is no longer in the U.S. He was on the Ed Sullivan Show and got his polio shot live on the Ed Sullivan Show for the polio vaccine. And that was a huge turning point back then of people now were willing to get the vaccine, the polio vaccine, because Elvis got it. So it was huge. So these things are, this too shall pass. And there are reasons why we have sayings like this too shall pass, because it will. It's not, it will.
It will. It truly
and you're
will.
not alone. You're not alone.
No, you are not alone running the store, as is the coin phrase. And for those of you who aren't Nerds members, you're not alone either, because you have these wonderful communities that you're a part of, whether you're a part of Neil's community or you're part of the Consignment marketing group community or both communities and others. Like, the whole idea is we are all in this together. We are one big happy family, and we are getting through this all together.
That's right. If you were not going out of business back in March, if you were not going out of business before COVID, if in February you called me and said, Neil, I'm closing, and I had people, there's always that cycle of people retiring or doing other things. That's different, okay? But if you were not going out of business before the pandemic hit this country, you're not going out of business because of it. And I don't care what industry you are, butcher, baker, candlestick maker. I have helped. I think we're up to like 25 different industries that I have worked with through this just to help that along. And it's about, so often as business owners, we get so bogged down. We bog ourselves down with our mind, okay? And we come up with the next 100 things we need to do. It's not about the next 100. It's about the next step. And then worrying about the step after that and the step after that. It's not worrying about the next 100 steps. Don't worry about it. Make the next step and move forward. Look at all these people chiming in. Sonia's here. Laurel's here. Laurel took a detour this year. Yes, you did, Miss Laurel. Jody's here. So many people have joined us today live, which is great. But I know so many people watch this. And I saw Adele join. So many people join and catch this on the replay, which is just truly amazing.
Truly awesome. It's really a pleasure. It's a very humbling and an honor. Neil and I were talking about that before, about, people like tuning in and listening late at night or whenever you listen and being listened or watched on demand.
I've called stores and I'm playing in the background and they're like, you're on the phone, but you're on the TV. You're on the computer.
Anyway, it's let's see. Our two biggest cheerleaders, thank you for keeping us informed, motivated to move forward and cheering us along. Oh, I gotta put this one on this.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah. Michelle, that's for Michelle Run. Michelle, thank you so much. Thank you. And big hugs to you. This is another woman who pivoted big time this year. So, you know, life throws stuff at us. I was going to say the other word, but I'm going to keep it clean. Life throws stuff at us. And it is just, you know, like Neil said, and if you know me at all, you know I preach mindset all the time because it's really, you know, there's all those cliches, your attitude determines your altitude, but it's so true. It's really,
it is. You know, it is how it runs your day. You wake up and you put yourself in a grumpy mood. You put yourself in a stressed out mood. You know, I am not hopey-dopey hopeful. I'm very realistic about things, but I am very realistic about where we are going. And I am so proud of the resale industry because, you know, versus other industries, and it's not because of our product, it's because of our people. Okay, the people that are in this industry are making it through at a rate that is so much higher than other industries. We haven't had the mass closures, you know, because of the service that you provide and I'm providing and others are providing in helping people through this. We aren't seeing as an industry the level of closures that other industries are seeing because of the pandemic, because we got their on straight, you know. I mean, you know, we got. Well, I mean, but they need that. People need that to get through, and I'm proud of that, and I'm proud of all the people. I'm really amazed and so proud of everybody and the job they're doing.
I am too, and I'm proud of everyone. I'm humbled by everyone. You know, there's, like Neil said earlier too, you know, there's a ton of you who have websites who never, ever, I think you were planning, I think part of your long-term strategy was like, I want to get through without ever having a website. And then COVID hit and you're like, oh my God, I got to have a website. So I just, you know, I get it. I get it. You had to learn things that your mind is like, I don't know how to do this. I'm not a tech person, but you did it. You did it. And I think of just so many phone calls that we've had and people are just like, I don't know what I'm doing. But you did it. You freaking did it. And that was huge. And maybe you're not making, you know, thousands of dollars a month or thousands of dollars of years yet on your website. And it's okay. Like, it will come. But the fact is that you freaking did it. You did it. And
you did. I mean, it does so much. And I know you know this and preach this, but, you know, as a design and marketing company, but it does so much more than actual online sales. Okay. And people don't measure it properly, because they're like, I'm not waking up to cha-chings all night long and everything else. And I turned on my open sign, my website's there. But it does so much more. I mean, it generates people coming in with their phone saying, I want this. Okay. I mean, we've seen, you know, one of our pushes, we've always had home decor on ours for more than a decade now. We've had most of our home decor on. And, you know, we've had piecemeal clothing. Well, this year we added huge swaths of our clothing selection. You know, we really refined our systems to be able to do that. And, you know, to even see dads being sent in with pictures from the website. These are the things my wife says I have to buy. Okay. Because the dad is expendable. Okay. So he can go out in COVID and we'll, okay.
Richard goes out all the time. Like, I am in my little bubble here in my office in our house, and Richard's always the one to go out and spray him down when he comes home.
Right, but yes, you have a fire hose there with disinfectant where you hose him down. You know, on the front porch. The neighbors have commented. I've seen the Facebook post for your neighborhood. Can you believe that, lady? You know, where do I get one of the other people in the neighborhood? Where do I get one of those fire hoses of disinfectant? I can't even get a thing of Clorox wipes, but she's got a fire hose of disinfectant whenever her husband comes home.
But I really wanted to, take this time with Neil and say that this is a beautiful time of year, whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or I don't know what other holidays are.
Whatever you celebrate, just celebrate. Celebrate the year, celebrate your family, celebrate your health, celebrate your business, celebrate your team. Okay? Celebrate everything. Okay? There is no victory too small this year that isn't worth celebrating. Okay? Everything is a celebration and really a blessing, Colleen. And I'm not trying to get religious here. I'm an Archie Bunker of religion. I can quote the Bible for my convenience, but I mean, it's really about celebrating everything and counting our blessings and being. When you start from a grateful heart, when you move from your decisions and your steps forward from that path, okay, you grow better, you are better, okay, and that doesn't necessarily fill the register tomorrow. I know that. I'm realistic, okay? It doesn't necessarily fill that register tomorrow, but it does fill your heart, it fills the people around you's heart, and it will help you, it will pay its dividends to you moving forward.
It absolutely will. And I will say, because I have studied this, I've actually taken courses in the art of manifestation, which I'm really excited. I'm going to be starting to launch something new. Hi, Christine Hasten. Christine, you are never late to the party, but Christine, I'm gonna call you out here. You're late for calling me back, and you know what I'm talking about.
Ooh, Christine.
Calling you out on that one, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Never late. There's no such thing as late to the party. There's just always fashionably on time and just welcome. But
I'm the king of 10 minutes late to the party, but I had to be on time. That's.
I am on time for showing up at the time I'm here.
Well, that's why for my nightly show it's at more 8 than ish. I have coined the term ish this year in time. So, people will say, Neil, you're more ish tonight. Yes, I am.
Better ish than ooh, Neil.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, I have actually studied, this is going to sound really complex, but it's really not. But I have studied quantum physics of manifestation. And I'm really excited because in 2021, I'm going to start something new, and I'm going to actually start working on a dream of mine that I've had for a very long time. And I am here to tell you that gratefulness, when you are grateful for things, that actually goes out, like that feeling and those emotions actually go out into the air, and they will actually help you create more of what you're grateful for. Now, I know that is way woo-woo and for a lot of you, but I just want to say that there are amazing benefits to being grateful. So yes, it starts with just being kind to yourself and being good to your heart and making your own self feel good when you start being grateful for everything. But honestly, when you talk to a lot of people who are uber successful, you will find that they are really grateful people, and the good ones. They're really grateful people. And so I do want to just put that out there to say, along with what Neil said, is count your blessings and take this holiday season time to really truly, be thankful for clean air. Be thankful for, someday I write a gratitude journal every day. I write down things. And some days it's I am really grateful for my Nespresso machine. And some days it's I am really grateful for my cat. My cats, when I pet my cat and she purrs, and it just makes me happy. So, there's nothing too little that you could be grateful for. And this holiday season, man, we have beat ourselves up. We have just been like fighters in this boxing ring all year long. I really just want to say, like, the end of the year, this holiday season, just take some time to be grateful and look around your house, look around your stores. Just be grateful and be happy and find things. Like, I think you have Self-Care Sunday. Neil talks
We
about
do every week.
And so I just want to say, extend that Self-Care Sunday to a little bit of Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And throughout this holiday season, enjoy your family, enjoy things that bring you joy. Like Marie Kondo says, like, it's all about the things that bring you joy.
Right. Well, it is. And you bring such an important point, because when you start your day and end your day with what you're grateful for, okay, you start your day with finding the good, okay? It puts your mind in the right mindset. And when you're laying your head down to sleep and you end your day with gratefulness, no matter how hard your day was. I mean, we have some really, really hard days. It's not easy. I'm not trying to, I really don't want to sugarcoat it, because it's not easy, okay? What you all do every day is not easy, okay? But when you start your day and end your day with gratefulness, okay, your mind is in so much of a better place, okay? When you understand that and you do it, that's why I start my show with it every night, is what people are grateful for. And, you know, our Self-Care Sunday is really a metaphor, because not everybody can have Sunday. Some people, that's their busiest day in their stores, and they have to be in store then. And some people, it's half a day Tuesday or half a day Thursday, but it's important to take that time for themselves. And this holiday season is a perfect time to do it, because a lot of people are slower anyways, to really take that time, take a deep breath, and just, you know, literally smell the roses, okay? Smell
the Christmas trees.
Smell the Christmas tree. You know, I mean, we've got the Christmas tree there. We got the menorah in front of the fireplace. I mean, smell these and take that time, okay, to do that and have that. I mean, that's why we tell stories every night on my program from the Good Morning, Good Night book. And it starts the show, it ends the show. But it's so important, because it's the mind, people. The mind controls how you will face this day, okay? Face it strong. Face it strong. You are strong.
You are, and I want to, you know, again, like, I'm not sugarcoating it. I am a very positive person by nature, but I don't like, you know, I'm not like kind of in that la la land of positive.
Right, it's not hopey dopey sugarcoating. It's not.
I just want to say, like, we've cried. I know I've cried with many of you on the phone. We've cried. We've gotten mad. We have, you know, been through so many, almost like every emotion in the book. We've been depressed. We have just been tired. And I just want to say, like, just during this holiday season, please, 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 just enjoy, just find some peace, and find those every tiny little thing to be grateful for, and find the beauty, you know, the joy in an ornament on your tree, or the joy in a menorah, or just the simple little joys that bring you joyfulness to your heart just during this holiday season. Like, even if you bookmark this holiday season, because, you know, I said it before, I'll say it again, you know, 2021, we're not all going to go to bed on December 31st and wake up on January 1st and, like, poof, like, 2020 is just magically over and everything's going to be different and look different. And it's just like, that is La La Land.
Absolutely.
So it's just 2021 is going to kind of look very similar to 2020, but things are going to continue to change and get better, and things are going to continue on the upswing. But I just want to say, during this holiday season, it's a wonderful time of year to take this time and enjoy the music and enjoy the beautiful things that bring you joy, and be grateful and thankful, and count your blessings. Count your blessings. Like, just for this time of year, go, you know what? I'm going to put the negative stuff aside. I'm going to be like, I'm not going to look at the negative stats. I'm not going to look at the negative numbers. I'm just, today is December 22. It's like, give yourself 2 weeks to just focus on the good and focus on the blessings and be happy. Just be happy.
Right. There's so much to be happy for. There's so much to be happy for. It truly is. And yes, it's sometimes a little harder to look for that because it's so easy to find the things that are stressing you out. But look for the happy. Look for the happy. I mean, if you need to, go freaking buy a Happy Meal. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, the little toy inside, the chicken nuggets, the French fries, buy a Happy Meal, okay? If that's what it takes to turn things around, turn on go get a Happy Meal today. I give you permission. Go get a Happy Meal. I mean,
so show us some hearts. Show us some love hearts there if you're going to go do something that makes you happy. And then in the comments below, like, share some of the different things that make you happy or something that you're going to do this holiday season that makes you happy. And again, I just want to say that, you guys, we all freaking did it. We did it. We are all crossing the finish line. And that is just, it doesn't matter where you finish in the race. It just matters that you finished the race. And we did. We all finished 2020. All of us. We did it. And
yes, we did.
Holy moly, that in and of itself is worth a celebration. So, cheers to you. Oh, Neil's already finished his glass. Cheers to all of you. Really, I love and adore you all. And I'm rooting for you. I'm sending out love and good vibes in the universe and prayers and blessings. And I say my prayers every night. And I do ask God to look down upon all of you and send some good vibes and some extra strength and whatever it is that you need. I do ask for that to be delivered to all of you. And Neil, do you have anything else to say?
Well, I want to add, because I know some of your audience doesn't know me or doesn't tune in at night. So I broadcast nightly, okay, and have been since the start of this pandemic. Okay, I'm a tireless small business advocate and have been forever. But I have broadcast live every night for 280 nights and counting since the start of this pandemic. Bringing people the latest information, bringing them hope every night. And there's a lot of new information out there. My show last night, things on the bill that was in Congress last night that was still being written. I was getting texts as I was on last night of things. So there's a lot in there for you, and it's really important that you know what that is. So regardless of where you are, catch last night. You don't have to be a member. You don't even have to be in the resale industry. You can see all of it at narts.org/resalestrong. There's a link to the YouTube channel that I broadcast. You have to be a NARTS member to see me live and ask questions live. But and there's a discount on that page if you want to join. But you can have complete access. The videos are there the next day by noon through the magic of my elves that make it happen for me. And it's just so important because we got to walk this through and get everybody to the other side. But there's some amazing supports because there are dark days ahead, but there is some great support. The government actually did some good stuff in this bill that's going to help a lot of people. It's going to stimulate the American economy and keep the American consumer, okay, which is what the driving force is. It's going to keep Colleen shopping. It's going to keep Colleen shopping. Okay, and keeping those pink and aqua and all those packages coming to her, and puts a big smile on Richard's face when the UPS man arrives.
Richard and the UPS man have become really good friends. And Richard, now we get so many packages that he is like, if we have a day without a package, it is like, he's like, what happened today? Did the truck break down? Like, I feel like he goes into a little bit of a withdrawal because we didn't get a package.
Yeah, and it's hard when we get it. We live at the top of the hill, okay? And I have a really long driveway, so you can see it. coming up. But I mean, it's really bad when the UPS man, the FedEx guy, the mailman, and Amazon all are show up in the driveway. It creates a problem out our driveway. I mean, it is sometimes, it is comical at times, but it is kind of funny when that does happen. But the important thing to remember through all this, and as I remind everybody every night, is you and even you, Colleen, you're not alone running this business. You're not alone. We're walking hand in hand through this. That's how we're getting through this. We're all in it together. And, you can see all the links to everything and all the supports. And Colleen's been amazing, and Richard have been amazing, helping so many through this at narts.org/resalestrong. Tons of free resources there for you.
I love that. All right. So everyone, you reminded me of one thing. I want to put in one tiny little thing. And it's a good look forward that regardless of your opinion of our current president and administration, regardless of your opinion, the fact is that the current administration is very heavily into the environment and sustainability. And so moving forward with this administration, we will see more incentives, and we're going to see more support and more talk about things to do with sustainability and recycling and all things to do with the environment. So I say that to say, just again, focusing on the positive, the resale industry right now is only going to get stronger. It is going to get stronger and stronger. And people who never, knew what consignment meant or knew the word resale, they're going to start to know. And it's going to become more of a mainstream, more of an acceptable practice. And you're going to see more and more and more people shopping resale and shopping consignment and consigning their items. So I just want to say you are in an amazing space right now. And like Neil talked about, like this industry is really, really strong, and it's really only going to get stronger as we go. So just keep going every day, put one foot in front of the other, and just keep going.
Absolutely. I couldn't say it more. I mean, it's exciting. The new Congress has members that are active resale shoppers that have talked about how they bought their election night outfit, in resale, that they don't shop new stores. I mean, so we're really on the cusp of an explosion in the resale industry. And there's so many great providers out there to help you with it and to help you grow, because the only way you go without months of income, and being closed and everything, the only way you get out of this is to grow your way out of this. And there's great things like Matthew Barbie just posted. If you haven't talked to him about the new resale rewards program, you should. Tons of great ideas went into that. But there are just so many great providers, and they're all working together across this industry. I have all of them as friends, even ones I don't use. I'm friends with them. It's just so important that we get everybody across, and the team is doing it. So yeah. I'm thrilled to be a part of that team.
Well, thank you all. We're really proud to be a part of this team. When we started our business, we could have, we built mobile apps, and we built for so many different industries, from pet groomers to hotels to golf resorts, hair salons, restaurants. I mean, pretty much you pick an industry, and we built an app for it. And we could have invested in any one of those industries, but we picked the consignment and resale industry. Number one, we love you guys. Of everyone we work with, we found that you were the most welcoming. You have the biggest hearts. We love your sense of community. And there's just something really, really cool about a resale store owner. There's just something cool about that. So we love the industry, but we also really believe in the industry and believe that even though many people have been around for 10, 20, even 40 years, go Linda, too good to be through, 41 years. This really, truly.
Considering she's only 34 is pretty impressive.
I know, right? I know. Talk about, she's got some good anti-aging going on.
She does.
But this is just getting, like, really and truly, your industry is just getting started. It is just getting started. So we're happy to be here. Thank you all. Neil and I could talk for hours, so I'm going to cut this off. But anyway, Neil, thank you so much. Thanks for welcoming us into your community. And
my pleasure. I'm glad to have you. Thank you for having me on your show today. It's great to be here with you. It's great to start and end 2020 with you.
I love that. Totally coincidental. I love that, Neil. You bookend my year. So thank you so much, everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and go just celebrate your wins, celebrate the season, do things that bring you joy. I will see you in January, the first Tuesday. I don't know, whatever.
The second Tuesday, probably.
Probably the second Tuesday.
Because you're going to still be celebrating.
No, okay. No, I will see you the second Tuesday. I'll be back. All cool new stuff going on for 2021. And Neil, you have a very Merry Christmas with your family.
Thank you, Colleen. You too. Best to you and Richard.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.